Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Total Angrezi. Before moving ahead, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon to never miss an update, and do give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Today I'm going to take an article from today's The Hindu's editorial page. I'm going to take the topic A Valid Pause on RBI Holding Rates. And from this article, I have picked out words, given their meaning. There are some examples with those words, their antonyms, and some phrases from there. In case you want me to cover a video on any particular topic related to English or want to know anything more, do write in the comment section below and I would love to do a video on that. Let's start with the first word, tumbled. I picked this word from the sentence which read, the price of India's crude basket tumbled almost 30% to below $60 by end November from $85 in early October. Now, the word tumbled has a lot of meanings. आप अगर इस word को Google करेंगे तो आपको इस word से related बहुत सारे meanings मिलेंगे. लेकिन इस sentence में, from this sentence, the meaning that falls appropriate is fall rapidly in amount or value. As you can see in the sentence, we are talking about percentage and dollars and everything. So we are talking about a rapid fall in an amount or a value. This word could also be, the synonym could be decrease or decline. An example sentence is, the increase in taxes tumbled the property prices, which means the property prices fell rapidly. The antonym is soar or rise. The antonym of falling rapidly will be soaring or rising. That means that would be a rise. So that is the opposite of this word. The word is enduring. This is from the sentence, and it foresees the softness in prices enduring through April-September, half of next year, when headline inflation is projected to hover around its medium target of 4% and register in a 3.8% to 4.2% range. The meaning of this sentence is to last, of this word is to last or to remain in existence. It is enduring for a long time, which means बहुत time तक वो रहा. Synonym is continue, persist, remain or stay, which means it stayed there, that percentage stayed there, or that softness stayed there, that price stayed there or remained the same for a long period of time. An example is, I expected that this dedication endures for life. The antonym, the opposite is fade or short-lived. मतलब long time के लिए नहीं था, small time के लिए था. The next word is bolster. This comes from the sentence, the MPC's decision to stand pat on rates must also have been bolstered by the findings in the RBI's November survey of households' inflation expectations. The meaning here is to support or strengthen. When you want to support an idea or strengthen the idea or a concept or an opinion, you use the word bolster. That is why when they say that on rates must also have been bolstered by the findings, which means that this MPC's decision was further supported or strengthened by the findings in the RBI's November survey of household inflation expectations. मतलब उनके इस डिसीजन को नवंबर आरबीआई के फाइंडिंग्स, उनके जो सर्वे कंडक्ट किए गए थे नवंबर में, इस डिसीजन को और ज्यादा सपोर्ट करता है, स्ट्रेंथन करता है. A synonym for this word would be reinforce, boost or to make stronger. Here's another example sentence. The fall in the rate of interest has bolstered my confidence, which means that the rate of interest has fallen, so now it is supporting my confidence. An antonym for this would be undermine, which means to not support or to not strengthen. The next word is prognosis. Now, prognosis is usually a word which you use in medical terms, but here when they say on growth, the monetary authority has largely stuck with its prognosis from October while flagging both external and domestic risks to momentum as well as the likely sources of tailwinds. So here they are trying to forecast a likely situation to come. So they have stuck with its prognosis. from October, which means that whatever they had forecasted, they are sticking by it. Another word for this would be prediction or forecast, like I already said. Here's an example. I was reading a gloomy prognosis in an article today, which means I was reading something that is probably to happen in the future. So that is the meaning of prognosis. The next word is vary. Given that its primary remit is to achieve and preserve price stability, the central bank is wary of the uncertainties that cloud the inflation horizon. The meaning of wary is feeling or showing caution about possible dangers or problems, which is why they are saying that the central bank is wary, which means the central bank is cautious of the uncertainties that cloud the inflation horizon. A synonym is again cautious, careful, to be on one's guard, or to be prudent, which all means the same thing, that is showing or feeling caution about a possible danger or problem. An example is girls who are alone should be wary about their surroundings, which means they should be cautious of their surroundings. The antonym is inattentive or unwary, where you're not bothered about what is happening around or what is to come. The next word is reckon. This sentence comes, the RBI reckons there is the clear and present danger of a sudden reversal, especially in prices of volatile perishable items. So here reckon means to be of the opinion or to establish, which means that they feel, that they establish, or this is their opinion that there is the clear and present danger of a sudden reversal. You could use this also as believe, think, assume, or suppose. Example, I don't reckon the chances of winning this game, which means in my opinion the chances of winning this game is very less. The next word from this article is buttressing. Buttressing this reason, households 1 year ahead inflation expectations remain elevated and unchanged from September. The meaning again here is justifying or reinforcing, which means you're strengthening. They are strengthening this reason. The synonyms are again strengthen, confirm, fortify, or support. Example, the church was buttressed with a strong belief, which means they were supported, they were justified, they were reinforced, they were strengthened, they were confirmed, they were fortified, or they were supported with a strong belief. These are very simple words. They may seem tough when you read it in the article, but even when you read the article, if you try and put some synonyms with it, you will understand the sentences better. Opportune of time. Instead, this may be an opportune of time to bolster macroeconomic fundamentals through fiscal prudence. When they say opportune, they usually mean that it is linked with time, which means it is a convenient time or an appropriate time. So you could say it is a favorable time, an advantageous time, the right time. These are all synonyms. For example, they couldn't have arrived at a less opportune time, which means that their timing was perfect. It was the most advantageous, most convenient, most favorable time for them to come. Antonym is disadvantageous or ill times, means it was not the right time. Prudence. Instead, this may be an opportune time to bolster macroeconomic fundamentals through fiscal prudence. This is the same sentence that I took previously to explain opportune of time. And here we are talking about prudence, which also means cautiousness. It is a good judgment or just a judgment or a wisdom. For example, we need to exercise prudence in a child's upbringing, which means to say that we need to exercise some caution, some wisdom, some judgments when you are bringing up a child. The antonym would be recklessness, which means carelessness or folly. The next word is a phrase actually. It's not a word, which means keep the powder dry. Now, I have done one of these in my previous videos as well, where I say that sometimes they use idioms in articles. They do not mean exactly what they say. It is not the literal meaning, but they have taken the meaning out from something else. For example, when they say keep the powder dry, it means that to stay prepared in advance with a notice. They use this in the sentence in this article, interestingly and justifiably so. The RBI has opted to keep the powder dry by sticking to its policy stance of calibrated tightening, which means that they are trying to stay prepared because they have an advance notice. Now, why are they using this as keep the powder dry? It refers to gunpowder. Gunpowder has to be kept dry before you use it and before you want it to work properly. So that is why they're drawing this meaning and they're using it over here when they're talking about the RBI's stance. So this is how you can use the word, use the phrase or the idiom, keep the powder dry in your day-to-day languages when you're trying to be cautious, when you're trying to stay prepared in advance about something. For example, I know it did not work this time, but keep your powder dry for the next opportunity, which means that maybe at this time it did not work out for you, but keep your powder dry, which means stay prepared in advance because anytime you could get a new opportunity. That's all for today, folks. If you like the video, do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to read the article that I just covered from the Hindu, then I'm going to paste the link to it in the description box below. Keep following my channel for more such videos.